Something was sweeping dust from the solar panels, keeping the rovers alive much longer than expected.
Spirit and Opportunity were small rovers, and unlike the big nuclear-powered rovers of today, they were purely solar-powered, and the solar panels were very small, only about this big. And those rovers were only designed to last around 3 months because Mars is a dry, dusty desert world, and all the engineers thought that over time those solar panels would be covered with dust and the power would drop. And that's indeed what happened for a while.
Thanks to Mars's dusty atmosphere, at first the solar panels' energy output dropped. But then, suddenly, the power started leaping up. Something was sweeping dust from the solar panels, keeping the rovers alive much longer than expected. Before long, images started to arrive at Earth that hinted at what was going on. On Mars, as on Earth, the sunlight passes through the atmosphere pretty much unhindered and hits the ground and heats it up. But on Mars, because the atmosphere is much lower pressure, much more tenuous, then the temperature gradients you get close to the ground can be far greater. So I could stand on the equator of Mars, and the ground can be at 20 degrees Celsius. But my head can be in air that's at minus 10 degrees Celsius. And that temperature gradient has powerful effects. It has consequences because the gradient wants to equalize. So the air in contact with the ground will heat up, and that means that it will rise. Hot air rises. Under the right conditions, that rising air creates a lower pressure into which colder air can fall. And so you can get a system where air rises, air falls, the whole thing spins, and that can form a stable structure, a dust devil. So this is, again, a beautiful example of a gradient, an imbalance, creating temporary structure. In this case, a spinning storm of dust. Now spotted frequently by spacecraft on the surface, it's thought that dust devils passing over the rovers sucked dust off the solar panels like a vacuum.